The only reason I use cornstarch instead of powdered sugar is because I have an easier time wiping it off. That's just my personal preference. Or I'd switch to powdered sugar. You know. Okay. So I got I've got a couple wrinkles in here, but again, it's also drying really fast on me. Even with the, see, stretch it and rub it. Even with the shortening on it, it's drying pretty fast. And I'm not worried about these creases because that'll be the front of the cake, believe it or not. That's where I'm going to cut it out. And then you won't see them. You can use a little shortening to try and help some of them out. Here. Okay. Because I don't want it to dry so fast.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Caitlin says, my fondant cakes never turn out that smooth. Is it just practice that gets it like that?
It's practice.
What
Make sure you've got a smooth underlay as you can. Make sure you're not rolling your fondant too thin. If you load less than 1/8 of an inch, it's going to be, it's going to show every bump and bulge. So try and get at least 1/8 of an inch. Try to get the buttercream underneath pretty smooth, and practice.
And where do we buy that?
By what?
Practice.
Oh. Well.
Is there an easier way than actually doing something over and over and over?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I'm actually not that good at it. I know this one came out pretty good, but I'm really not that good at it. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just cut off the bottom here.
Okay.
And it's heavy, so hopefully I won't drop it.
Yeah, because I still have to eat it. Don't drop that cake.
Drop it on the floor. Even if I drop it on the floor, Michael will eat it.
You know I would. Okay, here's a question. When you constructed the cake, I think you said you put a cardboard between the two cakes?
I did. I put dowels and a cardboard in.
And that's necessary?
For structure, just like you would
Okay.
between two tiers.
Okay. And
Between
then
an 8-inch and a 6-inch, you would put a dowels and
Yeah.
cardboard. Same. Exactly how you would do
Okay.
tiered construction.
And when
You'll-
you do this, sorry for the interruption,
That's
but when
all
you
right.
do this, and let's say that you sold it to a customer, do you tell them ahead of time, hey, there's a piece of cardboard
Oh yeah,
here?
just like a structured cake.
Yeah.
I tell them there's support in there. You can tell I didn't.
So you
attach-
teach them basically how to cut it and serve it?
Well, yeah. If they aren't having it done with a professional, do it. Yeah, that would know.
If they're not hiring a professional cake cutter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which a lot of people
Yeah.
If you're doing this for a birthday party, I mean, I would still be doing wedding cake. I mean, this is huge. This is going to feed a boatload of people.
No, it's not.
I
Not that
guess it
particular
depends on
cake.
how big your boat is.
That's right.
This is my base here. Okay, the other thing I need to do right now before I explain this bottom is I need to cover it. Because I don't want this to dry out and get elephant skin or leather skin, I need to wrap it so that it won't dry out. So let me wrap it with some plastic wrap to keep it from drying out. There we go. That's okay. The top is okay because I'm not going to be doing any inlay in the top of it. Okay. That was really, I had to get that on there. Okay. So I wrapped it so that my fondant won't dry out. And again, it depends on your conditions at home in what you're working with. If you're working with candy clay, you don't have to worry about it drying out. Rolled buttercream, you don't have to worry about it. And it depends on the color of your fondant.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so what I want to do now, as you can see, I've already done the board. Okay. But what I want to do is figure out where I want the front. Actually, this is the front. So this is where my plastic wrap is in the front. And then I want to decide how I'm going to put my inlay on it. Got sugar all over me.
And do you do the board the same way as what you're about to teach us?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly how I'm going to teach you on the cake, only to be on a board.
Got nervous there.
Yeah.
Okay. Phew. How do we do this?
It's a completely different technique. No, it's fine. Okay, so what I've got is I've got a couple different cookie cutters here. I had one more and I seem to have, where's the little one? Okay, so I've got a set of 3. These are grape leaf cutters, also known as maple leaf cutters. I happen to get these from Sunflower Sugar Art is where I got these, but you can get this set anywhere, okay? This kind of a set. I know there's a green cutter set that's really good too. And then I have a couple other, like this is This is just a little plain leaf cutter, cookie, it's just a cookie, these are just cookie cutters. And that's what these are too, these are just cookie cutters. So, you know, go into your cabinet and see what you got. This is from this set. It's got a bunch of different graduated cutters in it. So I could have used these too, except I just like the shape better. So I could have just used this set, and I'm picky, so. Anyways, these are cookie cutters, these are gum paste cutters, they all work. Okay, so just, you know, ravage your cabinets and see what you got. Okay, so that's what I've got. Actually, I don't think I'm using this big one. I think I'm just using these smaller ones. Yeah, probably these guys. Okay, so I want to decide what I want on here. So looking at this, I kind of was trying to get leaves that were blowing in the wind up the cake. I don't know if I got that, but anyways, that's what I was shooting for. So I just kind of did a little indentation here to get a general idea.
Right on top of the plastic.
Right on top of the, I did, right on top of the plastic.
Look at this.
I just indented it, I didn't, you know, press it in. So it's just an indent. So I figured, oh, I'll do one here. I can do, you know, another one coming here, another one up, you know, and then I can do some little ones, you know, blowing around every which way, different shapes. And I didn't do them all, I just got kind of a general line. So you'll see, oh, I don't know if you can see that. I know it's a high def camera, but I can actually see some of the indents there. Is that showing up?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So once I got that figured out, then I said, okay, I'm going to start with yellow. So I've got my big cutter here.
Any particular reason you're starting with yellow?
No, just because
It's
that's what
a
I want.
Tami whim.
It's just, yeah.
Okay.
It's a whim.
It's a whim.
It's a whim.
You have to have those every now and then.
Yeah.
Gotta have a whim
Do
every
it
now
on
and
a
then.
whim.